What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin Svensson, and today I'm wearing the laser eyes glasses for no other reason other than Bitcoin is mooning. Actually, let me flip these onto the green side here. Very bullish. Before we get started, definitely smash up that like button and subscribe to this channel if you're new. Looking at the markets overall, we're having a fantastic day across the board. Bitcoin is up almost 6.5% in the past 24 hours. Ethereum just about the same. And almost all the top cryptocurrencies are following to the upside. And if I had to take a guess, I would say that most of our portfolios are seeing some epic comebacks right now. A lot of the altcoins are following Bitcoin to the upside. So congratulations to everybody out there that accumulated at low levels, that had conviction at that $30,000 range and took the opportunity while it was there. We are now reaping the rewards. Now, moving on to Bitcoin on the daily chart. It's a very exciting time here in the crypto market. Bitcoin has escaped that 42K resistance. We're now moving back above the 200-day moving average, and now we have new local highs. These are, of course, the highest prices we've seen for Bitcoin since the initial breakdown in May. So things are looking really bullish for Bitcoin here. You guys know I'm long-term bullish on Bitcoin. All the on-chain metrics are pointing to long-term bullishness for Bitcoin in the crypto market. Though short-term, medium-term, things could be a little bit volatile. One thing I want to point out here is that if you look at our resistance points, right, and you take that line, you create a resistance line, and then you take our support lines, it seems like we are possibly entering what could be a rising wedge pattern. Now, if you're somebody that is a regular viewer of this channel, what we've been discussing over the past week or two is that Bitcoin is likely to head up towards the $51,000 level before finding resistance, before getting some sideways action. If you take your fibs from highest high to lowest low, and you look at your previous resistance zones, the next major resistance area is from this point here, from March 24th. 25th, right? That point right there also coincides with the 618 fib extension level, this area right here. So what I'm thinking, guys, like we've been discussing for the past couple weeks, right? We've been waiting for this, is a move up towards the 51,618 fib extension. And then from that point, from the 51K 618 extension level, I'm looking for potential breakdown of this rising wedge pattern, possibly as low as 42K, a little bit of sideways ranging before the next major leg up in this market. And I do think that the supply crisis, the supply shock for Bitcoin is going to allow us to break into new all-time highs over the next few months before the end of this year. So even if we do get up above 50,000, do not be surprised to see a little bit of volatility back into that $40,000 range before actually getting the momentum to break out. Bitcoin has not yet tested the 42K level as new support, right? We actually broke out above this range and we never came back to test it yet. So I would not be surprised for us to hit the 51K target and then get a dip to about 42 and then, consolidate before moving up. Now, let me just make a disclaimer. You guys know I am very much so long-term focused. I'm a long-term focused person. I'm a macro trader. That means that I'm not going to be selling my 51K target to buy back lower, right? I don't care about these baby trades, these little movements. I'm looking for the 1,000% trends, right? We were accumulating here in the bear market, and I'm riding this for the multi-1,000% returns here for Bitcoin, right? I'm not going to trade 51 to 45. I'm not going to trade this move here, right? That's just not me. So what I'm going to do is have some cash ready on the sidelines to accumulate along that previous resistance as potential new support, right? So I'm just looking at that as an accumulation target, right? The supply crisis for Bitcoin, maybe we don't actually stop there. Maybe we actually blow through resistance like we did to 20K much faster than people expect. So something else to talk about right now is the 200-day moving average, right? We're coming back up above that level now, which brings in the topic of the Mayer multiple. The Mayer multiple tracks the distance of the Bitcoin price from the 200-day moving average, right? That green line that you just saw on the screen right there. And historically, this is a very important metrics to keep an eye on. It does give you a pretty good idea of good sell zones, good buy zones. And there's an interesting thing that happens in Bitcoin bull markets and Bitcoin bear markets. And that is the red line in the center of the chart is the 200-day moving average. And in a bull market, we usually hold the 200-day as a major support right along this area here. And in a bear market, we usually hold the 200-day as a major resistance point, right? just like in this area right here. In 2017, we did remain right above that Mayer multiple, the one level on the Mayer multiple, right? Basically, even with the 200-day, we remained above that on the entire bull trend, right? So there's that. And then if you're looking closely, we used the 1 on the Mayer multiple as resistance in the bear market, right? All along this range right here. So that's another key thing to keep in mind. As we started the next major uptrend after the COVID crash, we remained above it as support, right along this range here. So keep that in mind as well. And now if you're taking a look at the Mayer multiple where we are right now in 2021, we're currently on it once again. So what we don't want to see is, of course, Bitcoin using it as resistance, because if we do start to get this as a major resistance point, right, like this range right there, like this range right there, then that's indicative of a bear market. So what the bulls really need to see at this point is Bitcoin flipping the 200-day into support. We need to reclaim that 200-day moving average as new support. Now, it may not happen right away. It may actually take some time for Bitcoin to gear up to actually flip the 200-day back into support. But I would say that if this bull market is going to continue, then we would probably need to be looking to remain above the 200-day moving average going into October. Now, that's just a rough estimate, but by the end of the year, we need to be reclaiming the 200-day as new support and looking to remain above it as we move forward. But until then, if we come back to the 128-day moving average, that's going to be my accumulation zone. That's going to be my accumulation target, the 128-day moving average. Anything below the 200-day at this point is probably going to be a pretty good accumulation spot. So definitely keep your eye on that Mayer multiple. You know, we need to be using the 1, right, the 1 level on the Mayer multiple as support. And if we do start to bounce off the 200-day, then very likely this bull market will continue and we'll see much higher prices. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe to this channel if you're new, and let me know what you thought about these pump glasses here today. And I'll see you guys in the next video.